Done strategy and finance, we've done, and so we're on to item number 25, the report of the Urban Development Strategy Implementation Committee meeting, which is probably a report back, is it? Richard, hello.
Good afternoon.
Did you want to tell us anything?
I think most of it's outlined in the report itself. The purpose of these reports is simply to update Council on the comings and goings of the Urban Development Strategy Implementation Committee, which meets monthly. Councillors Lonsdale, Clearwater and the Mayor sit on that, and really this is just to keep the other councillors who don't sit on that committee informed of what happens. Okay. So most of the information is contained in the minutes that form part of the appendix. Probably the next report I provide to you, which will be an update on the UDS refresh, is going to be a little bit more substantive than this one and the previous one.
Okay, thank you. Is it moved? Moved Glenn, seconded Ali. Got that?
Just a question.
Yanni?
Yeah, thanks. I just note in here that you talk about the refresh by April 2016. I had prepared a notice of motion to share an idea too, but people were concerned that there were other processes underway to kind of look at not just a central city vision for the city, but actually a vision for the entire Christchurch. I was just concerned that to do a UDS refresh by April 2016 with the holidays in the middle seems like an incredibly challenging thing to do if you want to engage with the community about what outcomes we desire as a city. So is there anything else we should be thinking about in terms of coming up with a vision for the city that could inform this work in this time frame?
Just so I can respond to that, I think it will be a challenging time frame to meet. We did suggest something a little bit longer, but the collective view of the people we sat on UDSIC was that it be done by April. But there will be some work post that date. So I think that the anticipation is that we'll bring together the high-level vision, refresh the strategy. That will be summarised into a short but succinct document. But the work will continue to be ongoing post that time. So, but yes, certainly it is anticipated that there'd be quite extensive engagement, and but that's probably going to be the subject of when I bring the refresh proposal to you at the next council committee meeting, and we can get into the detail of what that looks like, because the UDSIC are keen for individual councils to endorse the UDS refresh that was presented to UDSIC recently. So
what I'm trying to understand, because this council's talked a lot about grassroots up rather than top-down approach. So what's the opportunity for us to have a grassroots approach so that people feel meaningfully engaged at the start of a process rather than what we've traditionally had in the last few years, which is being told what's happening, e.g. the blueprint?
I think good opportunity in a nutshell. So that,
how do we do that as a city?
Okay.
That's what we'll discuss at the next meeting, but there is a process which has been developed for pretty wide-ranging engagement on the UDS refresh. But I think you need to bear in mind that the UDS is a pretty high-level document. So it's not getting down into you can do that on this site and this on another site. It really sets a collective vision for Greater Christchurch and says, does that still fit? And to sum up what that vision currently is in 2 words, it's about urban consolidation. That's what we talk about at the moment. Are we achieving that? If we're not, what do we need to do better? There's a whole lot of other stuff that sits underneath it, but that's to me is the key premise which underpins the UDS.
Okay, thank you.